One day, the wind and the sun argued about who was stronger. They saw a traveler walking below and decided to test their powers. The wind said, "I'll blow his coat off." The sun smiled and replied, "Let's see who can make him remove it first." The wind blew fiercely, howling and swirling around the traveler. The traveler clutched his coat tightly, shivering in the cold. The harder the wind blew, the tighter the traveler held his coat. The wind grew tired, but couldn't make him remove it. The sun took its turn, shining gently at first. The traveler felt the warmth and relaxed his grip on the coat. The sun smiled and shone brighter, spreading warmth and light. The traveler began to feel hot and finally removed his coat. The wind admitted defeat, realizing that gentleness was stronger than force. The sun said, "Kindness and warmth can achieve what force cannot." From that day, the wind and the sun worked together, balancing their powers to help the world. The traveler continued his journey, feeling grateful for the sun's warmth. He thought about the lesson he had learned: kindness always wins. He decided to be kinder to everyone he met, spreading warmth wherever he went. The wind, humbled by the experience, decided to change its ways. Instead of blowing harshly, it learned to blow gently, helping kites fly and cooling people on hot days. The wind felt happier, knowing it was making a positive difference. The sun, proud of its gentle power, continued to shine brightly. It helped flowers bloom, crops grow, and provided light to the world. The sun knew that its warmth brought joy and life to everyone. The wind and the sun became great friends, learning from each other. They realized that their combined powers could create harmony. Together, they made the world a better place, teaching everyone the value of balance and kindness. One day, the wind and the sun saw a group of children struggling to fly their kites. The wind gently blew, lifting the kites high into the sky. The children cheered, and the sun shone brightly, making the day perfect for play. The children thanked the wind and the sun for their help. They learned that teamwork makes everything better. The wind and the sun smiled, knowing they had taught the children an important lesson about cooperation. As the seasons changed, the wind and the sun continued to work together. In winter, the sun provided warmth, and the wind brought snow for fun. In summer, the wind cooled the air, and the sun helped plants grow. Their balance kept the world happy and thriving. One evening, the wind and the sun watched a beautiful sunset together. They reflected on their journey and felt proud of their friendship. They knew that their differences made them stronger and that kindness always won in the end. The wind and the sun decided to share their story with the world. They wanted everyone to learn the power of kindness and teamwork. They whispered their tale to the trees, who shared it with the birds, and soon, the story spread everywhere. People everywhere began to practice kindness and teamwork. They realized that gentle actions could achieve more than force. The world became a happier place, and the wind and the sun felt proud of their impact. The wind and the sun became symbols of harmony and balance. Their story was told in schools, books, and songs. Children everywhere learned that kindness and teamwork could solve any problem. And so, the wind and the sun continued to shine and blow, spreading warmth and kindness wherever they went. Their story reminded everyone that even the smallest acts of kindness could change the world.
The lion's share.
In a lush jungle, animals gathered to divide their hunt. The lion, their king, declared he'd take the largest share. The others nodded, knowing his strength. But the clever fox whispered, "Is this fair?" The lion roared, silencing doubt. The animals bowed, accepting his rule with heavy hearts. Days passed, and the lion grew greedier. Each hunt, his share grew larger. The deer, rabbit, and even the bear received less. Hunger spread among them. The fox, tired of injustice, devised a plan. "We must teach the lion a lesson," she said, her eyes gleaming with determination. The fox called a secret meeting. We'll trick the lion, she explained. Next hunt, we'll hide the prey. When he demands his share, we'll say it's lost. The animals hesitated but agreed. They were tired of hunger and fear. Together, they vowed to stand strong. The next day, the hunt began. The animals worked together, catching a large deer. They hid it in a cave, covering it with leaves. When a lion arrived, he roared, "Where's my share?" The fox stepped forward. "We lost it, Your Majesty. A storm carried it away." The lion's eyes narrowed. "A storm? Nonsense," he growled. He sniffed the air, sensing deceit. The animals trembled, but stood their ground. The fox calmly said, "Even the king cannot control nature." The lion, though suspicious, had no proof. Reluctantly, he walked away, his pride wounded. Days turned into weeks. The animals shared the hidden prey, their strength returning. The lion, however, grew weaker. His greed had left him isolated. One day, he approached the fox. "I've been unfair," he admitted. "Teach me to share, and I'll be a better king." The fox smiled. "Sharing is strength," she said. "A true king cares for his subjects." The lion nodded, humbled. From that day, he took only what he needed. The jungle flourished, and harmony returned. The animals celebrated, grateful for their wise fox and their changed king. The lion's heart grew kinder. He protected the weak and ensured fairness. The fox became his advisor, guiding him with wisdom. The jungle thrived, and stories of their unity spread far. The animals learned that true power lies not in greed, but in compassion and justice. One evening, as the sun set, the animals gathered around a fire. The lion spoke, "Thank you for teaching me humility. Together, we've created a better jungle." The fox added, "And remember, unity is our greatest strength." The animals cheered, their bond stronger than ever. Seasons changed, but the jungle's spirit remained unbroken. The lion's share was now fair, and every animal had enough. The fox's wisdom was celebrated, and the lion's kindness became legendary. Their story inspired others, proving that even the mightiest can change for the greater good. Years later, the jungle became a symbol of peace. Travelers from afar came to learn its secrets. The lion and fox, now old but wise, shared their tale. "It's not about power," the lion said, "but about heart." The fox nodded, and the courage to change. And so, the jungle thrived, a testament to unity and change. The lion's share was no longer a symbol of greed, but of fairness. The animals lived happily, their hearts full of gratitude. And every night, under the stars, they remembered the lesson that had transformed their lives forever.